So we all know Marilyn Monroe killed herself. Sure, she knew too much. Sure, she got way too in there. Sure, she threatened to go public. But all that apparently is irrelevant when it comes to the arena of ideas. Funny how people just brush this off like it never happened or anything. Well, a good consensus of people believe it, but the fake reality holders, they control how that works. Funny how they say 40 pills before an autopsy is done. Cough, cough. How do they know 40 pills before an autopsy? Look at that, just more questions they just throw in your face like that, just to let you know, like the good gumshoe that you are, that they are as corrupt. And sure enough, why is it sparring over what Trump said about Dianne Feinstein? It's not a spar if it's fact. She did have a spy, and don't give me that spy didn't know what she knew or overheard faux conversations. I mean, go look at her position up there. Clearly, like I said, with Mitch McConnell and everybody else, if you think what you see right now is a problem, wait till China invades and we've already been subverted and everything. Like all these people have been saying. Don Lemon is the dumbest person on TV. Just the fact that he goes and takes LeBron. Why don't we release their private Twitter conversations or Instagram conversations? I'm pretty sure there's some very interesting conversations between those two in there. And then here we go. Oh my gosh. More gaslighting for the Iran war. Who's ready to hear what they have to say over at Tory News?
These will make you fear the air that you breathe. ISIS posting that chilling threat online calling for biological attacks right here in the U.S. The terror group's new propaganda video shows the San Francisco skyline, you can see it there, with a man holding a gas canister. It also gives instructions on how to build undetectable homemade dirty bombs.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna make me fear the air that I breathe. Oh my... Pro tip, I already fear the air that I breathe because it's so contaminated with pollutants and other things that you can't even see. Truly incredible, but what's more dangerous, that gaslighting threat or Elizabeth Warren planning to run for president? Give me a break. Why isn't this person in prison for obvious corruption and blatant fraud? Like, truly, could you imagine trying to defraud all these people that she's defrauded based on a lie? Like, could you imagine if you committed the amount of fraud that she's committed? Do you think you would not be in prison? I mean, look at Rachel Dolezal or whatever. She had no power whatsoever, and she committed the same fraud as she did. But yet, Rachel Dolezal is all jacked up in the legal system right now. It's truly incredible. I wasn't going to say this, but I noticed last night how that dude was acting like a total robotic shill. Yeah, I'll say it. All he was doing was spewing those conservative Republican talking points and those dopamine buttons in those conservative Republican brains. Truly incredible how they're so blind to the true fact and reality that's in it. Oh my gosh, look at this. No, so all of a sudden, out of nowhere, George Stephanopoulos, he cares about aiding and abetting conspiracy to defraud the United States. Are you insane? Do you know my whole channel is basically a conspiracy to defraud the United States and the American public and aiding and abetting this conspiracy? Truly incredible. But yeah, Donald Trump's the one doing all this. Yeah. This is what I'm talking. Why do you think I got this channel? So when push comes to shove, we already have the documented history of the conspiracy to defraud the United States. Look at all these corrupt individuals left and right. Truly incredible how Tory News and all these people just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And then here we go, more enlightened words from Devin Nunes. Oh, really? They're trying to stall as much as they can. Please tell me more, Nunes, about how they're trying to stall and just wait till you guys lose so they can bring in the shackles of control and throw you all into the dungeons of enslavement while we all laugh and they instill their socialism and communism and, well, they all laugh and they start taking the heads and the scalps of their political enemies. Truly incredible how people just brush it off like it's nothing. Unbelievable. And then, oh my... Marco Rubio, really, the Mueller. Let's hear what this feckless individual has to say.
Number one, Fred, I absolutely believe that in this country, if you are 18 years of age, you should not be able to buy a rifle, and I will support a law that takes that right away.
Fantastic.
I will support a law that takes that right away.
Rifle, and I will support a law that takes that right away.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Look at him smirk over there and nod his head like, yeah. Oh man, I just saved my own skin, or I just gave those people what they wanted. That's the boost. Oh, look at all these round of applause and everything, and how the truth's gonna come out. That little Marco is just a feckless, worthless human being that I've ever. No wonder why Ivanka just ran up and grabbed him to push the bill that he needed. Could you imagine anyone else with like a brain or something? Like, could you imagine if he actually got into a debate with me? It would prove that we don't even need senators or anything like that on the utmost importance. They would really show, like, truly how stupid these people are. This is why they don't engage in debate with anybody. This is why they only receive that special treatment, because if they were to utter anything off the path, if they were to say anything off script, truly incredible, like how you see, they're just dumb as hell. They don't belong in anywhere. Like how Mike Adams is starting to say now, these people are nobodies. They're just worthless human beings who are trying to throw their vision of worthlessness onto everybody else. Truly incredible. Notice how all these people over here are losing their damn minds. I already predicted this leftist Islamic conversion. That's the next step. The next step will be the bombings and everything. The next step will be the killings. That is always the next step. Hello, history, like they said, the weather underground, all the bombings. Why do you think they don't teach you history anymore? So when it does happen, they just act like it's brand new and they can blame it on whatever the flavor of the day is. Truly incredible. Notice how Sean Hannity thinks he's special because he thinks Schumer. Give me a break. I was been calling this out. I told you it was all a play. It was all a sham to get this subverting Kavanaugh in there. Hello, I always knew they were going to submit in the end. It's all part of the pageantry because they need him in there. It's just like Nixon. It's just like Bush, H.W., normal Bush. Truly, all the Republican enslavement of the guys with the Democratic agenda, like it's some kind of will, like we get to choose, like truly insane. Like, are you people starting to realize that you don't get to choose? Like, they're just throwing the shackles, they're just throwing the enslavement, they're just, hello, you're an animal, they're just feeding off you. They see you nothing more as than something to harvest when it's ready, a crop. Truly incredible. Just like more gaslighting into the wars over here. Oh yeah, tell me more about how people are going to start being bombed to death. Tell me more about the IEDs. Tell me more about how our soldiers... I'm telling you, they need to go to Iran. They need to complete that step. Because as you saw, after they make Iran submit, they control the gas, they control Russia and China and everything. They could use that as the front to start that Russian-Chinese war they so desperately want. Unbelievable. Truly is. Look at this. Unbelievable. That's a subject for another time, but this true patriot right here, I'm telling you, Cody. Notice how he calls them out on their BS. This is what we need more of. Like, he totally knows that they're just late to the party or whatever. They're just hyping it up like how they did once before. But anyway, sorry, my mouth's gonna dry, but let's notice what this true American patriot, our forefathers would be so proud of this American citizen right here. Man, when he dies, our forefathers are going to be like, you truly understand what it means to be an American patriot. You truly understand what it means to have the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. You truly understand what it means when we fought and gave you such a tremendous gift. This man said that they're all protected by the First and Second. That's all you need to know right there. Put it right in their face. That's right. Use that Constitution against them. Show them what the true law of the land is. Expose these demons to the true light, the true purity of the Lord as it shines through them and purges the evil Satanism from them for a brief second. Truly, look at this. Of course, we should expect and have a mature attitude of these bad things. Yeah, I agree the same way. Who cares? Deaths and stuff like that come from having such a sacred right because people want to abuse and take it away. It doesn't matter. Demonic forces, metaphysical, physical, spiritual, all of them will do anything to try to rip liberty out of the hands of those who wish to be free, those who want to triumph over evil, those who wish to conquer tyranny, those who wish to push forward and instill the drive and the motors engines of individualism into the other human beings around them so they can build the army and push forward. Why does Tory News push any kind of 2-minute article like this about our family? Who the hell? You don't think anybody has a conversation like that? This is what I'm talking about. These people, they're on some kind of other plane of existence. Like, there's so much other things you could be talking about. And the fact that somebody even wasted 2 minutes of their time. Why? I've also noticed that only Tory News puts the article time on there. Or is that Facebook that's putting the article time on there? I don't even know, but you never see the article time on anything. Or it's like, oh, if it's a 10-minute article, am I not going to read it or something? If it's a 1-minute article, I'm more likely to read it because I'm a mental midget like that. That's really the mindset that they want to go with all this. Just like Brian Stelter over here on CNN. Yes, Brian Stelter. I'm sorry, but Alex gives the best Brian Stelter impression. Truly is a satanic individual. He needs to work on his Palpatine, though. His Palpatine's a little lacking. But anyway, we have this sick individual, right? Does anyone notice that he has this pure, perfect sphere, this sphere right there on his head? Like, can you remember, who's his barber? I've always wondered, we should ask who his barber is, because I'm pretty sure his barber knows what kind of person he is. Has anyone thought about that, tracking down his barber and then asking, what kind of person is Brian Stelter when he goes in there and he gets his haircut? Because, I mean, you see he's got that fresh line around that tremendous circulus orb around his forehead. Tell me how you don't see that, just like how you don't see all these dots in his eyes, but this is how you know he's a demon. You go look at all those other mainstream media people, all those who are just husks, who are just shells, who are once former living individuals. Yeah, once they've sold their soul and they become demons and infected with all they do is their eyes reflect just so many lights that are there, just like a true demon. Notice how Alex is in the same kind of studio. Notice how he still has the same kind of bright lights, but notice how he's a human being. He has a soul. He's not a shell. He's not empty. Notice how his eyes don't have all those lights of deceit and destruction within them. Notice how his eyes are pure. Notice how there's just those one little lights in there of the stage in front of him that's shining in front of him. This is how you know he's a true human, a true individual. You notice how you can see the sparkle, the soul within him. Notice how we need to start promoting more of this. Notice how we need to start rising up. Notice how these enslavers are waiting for that. Notice how the earth out there, you could just feel like there's this density in the air. There's just like this thickness, this still, that something is building. Like if you were to take your arm and you were just winding it up and up and up, and you're just building that momentum, just getting ready to release, because that's what the zeitgeist, that is what the earth energies are telling me right now.
Remember to like and share Real Dot Video and go to QuickDot, and don't forget to buy products at Infowars and RealDotVideo.com so we can support the real free movement and not all the fake BS out there. QuickDot.